I could never live in a tiny space, not without all my stuff. Have you ever thought that? I did too, but here's the thing. Living in 200 square feet showed me how little I actually needed. And letting go of the control I thought I had over all of it has taught me to lean on God more than anything else ever has. 4 years in, and I haven't looked back. So if any of that sounds like you're in the right place. Stick around. Hey, I'm Steph. I used to have a house full of stuff, and I was holding on tight to control over pretty much everything. My space, my plans, my future. Now I live in a tiny home on wheels, learning what it looks like to simply get healthy and actually let God lead instead. This is my very first video on this channel, so today I want to tell you 3 things. 1, why I'm starting this. 2, what you can actually expect from me every week. And 3, why I think it's worth a few minutes of your time. No fluff, no filter, just an honest look at what this is going to be. Let's start with the van, because it's usually the first question I get asked. In 2021, I sold my house and most of my possessions and moved into an apartment, then a large RV, and finally this van. It's my tiny home on wheels, the place where I feel the most connected to nature, and the vehicle that lets me go wherever God leads me. Every step of that process stripped something away. The house taught me how much I'd built my identity around square footage and stuff I never actually used. The apartment taught me I could live with a lot less than I thought. The RV taught me how to actually manage a small space well, water, power, storage, all of it. And the van taught me the rest. It's smaller than the RV, which means even less to manage, even less to hide behind. It changed how I spend my time, how I spend my money, and honestly, how I spend my attention. When your space is small, you can't hide from your own choices. Everything you bring in, you actually have to deal with. There's nowhere to shove the excess. And there's something about being this close to the outdoors every single day, waking up somewhere new, hearing the weather instead of just seeing it on a screen, makes it a lot easier to notice God's hand in the small things. That's something I wasn't expected when I started. It just happened. The second piece of this is my health. I want to be able to serve for as many years as God will use me. And if I'm honest, I know that my health is going to be a big part of that. I can't pour into other people, film these videos, or show up for this ministry if I don't take care of the body I've been given. So somewhere along the way, health stopped being about how I look and started being about staying capable, staying able to do what He's called me to do for as long as He calls me to do it. Here's what I want to be really clear about though. I'm not chasing perfect, and I'm not interested in extremes. I don't think God calls us to obsess over our bodies, and I don't think He calls us to neglect them either. I just want to feel strong and clear-headed in the body I've got, in the space I've got, with the schedule I've got. That's it. That's the whole goal. For me, that mostly comes down to 3 things. Eating real food most of the time without turning every meal into a math problem. Moving my body daily, even if it's just a walk wherever I'm parked. And protecting my sleep like it actually matters, because it does. None of that requires a gym membership or a kitchen bigger than a closet. It just requires showing up for myself the same way I try to show up for my faith. Small, consistent, not perfect. Quick pause. If this is resonating so far, go ahead, hit like and subscribe so that you don't miss any videos. So here's what this channel is actually going to be. Every week, I'll be sharing 3 things. First, what it actually looks like to live simply out of a van. The good, the annoying, the surprising parts nobody shows you. the tiny victories and days when something breaks and I have to figure it out on the side of the road. Second, how I'm building healthier habits without burning myself out or chasing some unrealistic standard I saw on the internet. Real food, real movement, real rest, nothing extreme. And third, how my faith runs underneath all of it. Because honestly, none of this, the van, the health stuff, the simplifying, means very much to me without that piece underneath it. I'm not going to turn every video into a sermon. That's not what this is. But I'm also not going to pretend that my faith isn't the reason any of this makes sense to me. It's going to show up naturally, the same way it shows up in my actual life. First, that speaks to what I'm going through that week, a moment of gratitude, an honest look at where I'm still trusting God to work something out. If you're looking for a channel that treats faith like it's separate from everyday life, this probably isn't it. Here it's woven into everything. Here's the truth. Underneath everything I just said, I believe God calls us to live with open hands instead of clenched fists, to hold on to what matters and let go of what doesn't. There's a verse in Isaiah where God says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness." I used to think that verse was about big, dramatic new beginnings. Now, I think it's just as much about a woman in a van in the actual wilderness trying to notice what he's doing in her very ordinary days. That's not something I mastered before I started this. It's something this space keeps teaching me a little more every week. Some weeks that lesson feels easy. Other weeks, when something in the van breaks, or the weather doesn't cooperate, or I'm just tired, it's a lot harder to feel content with less. But that's exactly why I wanted to build this channel around the struggle instead of pretending I've got it all figured out. I'd rather show up honestly in the middle of still learning it than wait until I've got it all mastered before I hit record. That's really what this whole channel is about. Not just downsizing my stuff, but making room for what actually matters, one imperfect week at a time. If that's a journey you want to be a part of, hit subscribe so you don't miss next week's video. Next up, I'm going to give you the full tour of this van, every drawer, most cabinets, and exactly why each thing earned its spot in here. And if there's something specific you want to see before then, maybe how I handle water, how I stay healthy on the road, what a typical Sunday looks like for me, drop it in the comments, because I'm building this channel around what's actually useful to you, not just what I feel like filming. I've also got a link down in the description if you want to join my email list. That's where I'll be sending updates, a heads up before new videos go live, and first access down the road when I put together any free guides or courses. No spam, just the stuff that's actually useful. And if you ever want to go deeper with me, the fuller story, the prayer requests, the behind the scenes blog is linked right below too. That's where my community goes to really get to know me. I'd love for you to be there. Until next time, live simply, grow strong, and stay rooted.